Hello and welcome back to Retrospect. Today we are going to be discussing Into the Void, is what it might have been called. My video game. A video game that might never see the light of day. The premise of the video game is basically just a game where you can do pretty much anything that anyone would ever want to do in a video game. Every building would have an enterable interior, and probably elevators too, in most of them. And there's a giant mall, a stadium, a lighthouse, portals that go to different worlds, and many other things, like nightclubs that play my music. It would have been the greatest game ever. I might have added character customization, or I might have just had myself be the character model, because I had that sort of already planned. I made my own 3D character model of myself, and it looks amazing. I even tested out some shirts that I could put on it. I want to figure out how to get my own clothes in there, like some really cool clothes, like tie-dye shirts. Tie-dye shirts and hoodies and jeans that are kind of baggy a bit, and some really stylish shoes, stylish sneakers. Good shoes are always great. In the stadium, I probably would have, because it's like a video game, I probably would have had like gladiator tournaments. And that would have been super cool. Or maybe make it like realistic, like they use wooden swords, like no one has to die. The island is shaped like a seahorse looking at an orb. But it doesn't quite look like a seahorse while you're on it because it's massive. There's 3 different parts of the island, and they all have bridges leading to one another, but there's like a opening where cargo ships can get through. I don't know if I'm gonna add a bridge there. It would make a perfect circle, and that would kind of mess with the lighthouse a bit, where the main character first arrives on the island. It would have had airplanes and probably helicopters, and there was a floating city that would have also had a nightclub on it. The main bad guy would have been named Arnold Clutus, and he's like part of a big family, and like the family wants to take over the island of Wormland, the same island from my other video game on the iPhone, on the Struct app. The army would have been the main story following element, but pretty much anything is doable in the game. Like, you could probably join a gang, because like the main city, Turbyville, has a gang issue, and there's like 2 different gangs, and you can join either one and do graffiti on the buildings. The joystick would be how you aim the paint. I think that would be really cool. You can just put anything. It would be an M-rated game, because I want to be able to have creative freedom. There would be a huge terrorist looking thing where the floating city falls onto one of the smaller villages, because you fly an airplane, or you convince someone to fly an airplane into it, or you fly an airplane into it yourself and skydive out. I think that would be really cool. It would be like a really awesome cutscene. That would probably be like the middle of the game. You get the option to do that. But yeah, this has been Retrospect, Into the Void. It would have had like many different realms. The Void would probably be one of them. And maybe Arnold Cludius would have like a portal that goes to it. I don't know. We'll figure it out one day, maybe. But I don't see that happening anytime soon, because I don't know coding that well.